What is up, everybody? This is Stock Market Education, and today we're going to be comparing Nikola to Tesla. Let's get into it. There are many investors who are interested in Nikola because they see it as a younger version of Tesla. In this video, let's compare Nikola to Tesla. Specifically, let's compare Nikola to the 2010 Tesla because 2010 is the year where Tesla went public. So that way, this will be more transparent with the comparison between the two companies. The top question we're going to look into are, how do their revenues compare? How do their valuations compare? How do their product lines compare, and how do their management teams compare? Before we get into this video, make sure to smash that like button, and if you're new to the channel and want to keep up to date with individual stocks and company analysis, start now by subscribing to Stock Market Education. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Currently, Nikola doesn't generate any revenue at the moment. However, they are expecting to generate about $3.2 billion by 2024 in revenue. Looking back to 2010 Tesla, we can see that Tesla had about $117 million worth of revenue in 2010, and they achieved $3.2 billion in revenue 4 years later in 2014, which is where Nikola is on track to be on 4 years from now. So we can see that in the first year, Nikola is expected to underperform against Tesla in terms of revenue. However, 4 years into becoming a public company, they're expecting to generate the same amount of revenue as Tesla did in their 4th year of becoming public. And Nikola doing over $3 billion in revenue in 2024 is a little on the optimistic side, but it is a reachable goal. This is backed by their 14,000 pre-orders of their vehicles already, and I think 4 years is a healthy time horizon to get up to $3 billion in revenue. And asking the question of when will they become profitable is an even harder one to answer because of how far away they are from becoming profitable. Tesla just gained a positive net income after 10 years of losing money, so it's hard to say how long it'll take Nikola to earn profit. I know that Nikola is leasing their trucks instead of selling them, which can help relieve costs because they can release the same truck more than once, but this is going to take a while for Nikola to become profitable. Now, let's compare their valuations. So Nikola is valued with a market cap of $3.2 billion right now. So in other words, if you wanted to buy out Nikola Corporation, you would have to pay them $3.2 billion, which is extremely overvalued, but that's another video for a different day. And in 2010, Tesla had a market cap of $2.2 billion. So when we compare Nikola's IPO to Tesla's IPO, we know for a fact that Tesla had a more reasonable valuation than Nikola, even if you factor in inflation over 10 years. And Tesla generated $117 million in revenue compared to Nikola, not expecting any revenue until the next year. Although Nikola is overvalued, there still is opportunity for this company to soar into the next decade. Let's go ahead and compare their product lines. Tesla pretty much only had one vehicle they were selling in 2010, which was the Model X. During the early years of going public, Tesla didn't have a large portfolio of cars. They were really just a one-trick pony at the time. Nikola is much farther ahead of Tesla in their portfolio department. Nikola has 3 semi-truck models, 1, 2, and Tre, and then they also have a dune buggy models and a jet ski model. So in terms of production line, Nikola is far ahead of Tesla when Tesla started. If we look a little further into Nikola's management team, we can see that Nikola is led by Trevor Milton, who has a background in natural gas storage technology. Before Milton founded Nikola, he was the CEO of D-Hybrid Systems, LLC, a natural gas storage technology company that was acquired by one of America's largest steel providers, Worthington Industries. And Trevor Milton spent the last 7 years in the Class 8 truck industry incorporated, focusing on recalibration of diesel engines and emissions, then moving into storage of high-pressure natural gas and hydrogen. So in other words, Milton has a background in natural gas storage systems and some success with startup companies, and not to mention that Milton has been successful in raising money for Nikola. Their president is a guy named Mark Russell. In the red, it says, Mark Russell joined Nikola as president in February of 2019, has been building and managing companies in the manufacturing industry for over 20 years, helping them grow profitability while building significant value to investors. This first paragraph seems a bit vague, and it doesn't go into detail like how Mark helped manufacturing companies grow profitability and value for investors. I wish they would have filled out this paragraph a little more with examples on how he did that. The second in the green says, most recently served as president and chief operating officer of Worthington Industry, which, if you remember, is the company that Milton sold the hybrid systems to, from 2012 to 2018, and prior to that served as president as WOR subsidiary. So we can see that the president has experience as a chief operating officer for a public company, along with experience as the WOR subsidiary. The current chief financial officer is Kim Brady, who is, during the past decade, he has consummated over $4 billion in transactions and recapitalization, and has overseen the successful performance improvements of reorganization in over 100 businesses. He has previously served as CFO, general manager, and financial advisor for various companies in manufacturing, business services, and healthcare providers. So Brady is a decorated CFO and has a lot of experience over the past 10 years on how to successfully improve the performance of companies. It is so important to have a CFO like Brady because he can get Nikola to a place of profitability quicker, but that doesn't negate the fact that Nikola is far from profits. Keep in mind they don't even have any revenues yet. Overall, if I were to score Nikola's management team, I'd give them about a 6, maybe a 6.5 out of 10, mostly with the exception of their CFO, because no one really has a significant amount of business history I can look back to. For example, let's look at Elon Musk's history and compare. Tesla became public on the NASDAQ for $17 a share, and if you were looking into Elon Musk's track record at the time, you saw that Musk created Zip2, which was a company that provided licensed online city guide software to newspapers. He then went on to start X.com, that would later become PayPal, that would later turn into one of the largest companies in the world. Today, PayPal has a market cap of $170 billion. And in 2010, Tesla's CEO was Deepak Aja, sorry if I butcher that, who was CFO of Auto Alliance International and a joint venture between Ford and Mazda, then moved to become CFO of Ford in Southern Africa. So Tesla's management team, when they went public in 2010, was more experienced than Nikola's management team today. Overall, when Tesla went public, they had more revenue and a better management team, in my opinion, than Nikola does today. However, Nikola has a more diversified product line. So Nikola is on my watch list currently and might be interesting to buy sometime in the future when we have more access to information like SEC filings or 10Ks or 10Qs, conference calls, things like that, because right now we don't have that much information about Nikola. We don't have access to their financial statements. So we don't know anything about their cost structure, which is crucial to know. Thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one, and have a great day. Bye.